Hi, everyone. My name is Michelle Glantz, and today I'm going to be telling you a little bit about my capstone internship experience at M Street Entertainment Group. And so, M Street Entertainment Group is a hospitality group located in the Gulch in Nashville that manages 4 different restaurants in Nashville. That would be Cane Prime, Virago, St. Anejo, and Moto. And so, I was on the HR team for my internship where I learned a lot about talent acquisition, development, and engagement. The biggest part of my role was really designing, updating, and maintaining internal company materials like hiring metrics, interview guides, and other materials of the sort. And I think for me, this was a really interesting experience because I had never worked at a smaller business before. And I had the opportunity to have a manager that was so focused on my professional growth and personal growth. Previously, I had worked at some pretty big corporate companies where I felt like I was only valued based on the work that I was producing and wasn't really given the time to sit with my manager and really better work on what I needed professionally. So I never really was aware of some of the strengths and weaknesses I had in the workplace and was able to explore them this semester. And I couldn't have done that without my manager, Nick. When I first came into this internship, I was very shy and timid. I needed a lot of hand-holding and had to check in constantly with my manager. But Nick really taught me and pushed me to manage my own workflow, to learn how to prioritize tasks without always constantly checking in with him. And overall, to build confidence in my ideas and my abilities and know that I can do work on my own and always check back in with him later and know that I can get feedback and always improve upon it if possible. And something else that he did was really fantastic was to teach me how to lead meetings. So for our weekly one-on-one meetings, I was the one setting the agenda and bringing up topics and things that I had to talk about for the week. And this really just taught me how to be independent in the workplace, and I really wouldn't have been able to do it without him. And so some of my main coursework takeaways have to do with these 3 competencies. Navigating ambiguity was something that I had to do a lot as my manager pushed me to be independent and alone without checking in with him as consistently as I used to do at the beginning of the internship. And what I really learned about navigating ambiguity is that it's not about a specific, method to approaching work. It's really about being comfortable and being uncomfortable. And knowing that, for example, me personally, I can rely on some of the skills I have and strengths I have and being curious, asking a lot of questions to gather the piece of information that I need to continue with the project. Communicating deliberately, I really learned is about being strategic in the way that you communicate. So whether that is learning when that you should communicate and when you shouldn't, and what you should tell someone or what you shouldn't tell them. And this is really about being more succinct and concise when I communicate. And then finally, experimenting rapidly, I learned a lot about through the human-centered design process. And so this is really about learning how to incorporate feedback, how to draw out feedback from other people, and how basically not to take it personally. And I thought this is also a really great chance for me to talk about feedback with my coworkers and better build relationships with them through those types of conversations. So overall, I had a fantastic internship experience. Thank you for listening.